And that, my friends, is my view out the van window this morning. This is my campsite. Good morning, everyone. I am Marion, the Inappropriate Artist, and I am in Leeds, Utah, on the creek, river. There's a gorge next to me on one side, and then you saw the beautiful campsite I have out my van window. God, I love this life. Yeah, you know, I mean, it is not easy, and there's definitely things that most people maybe wouldn't be able to deal with. I don't know. But I'll tell you what. Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it for this human. It's worth it for this human. For sure. A whole new landscape for this person to learn. I'm looking out the window at these rocks like, ah! They're daunting. But that's one of the beauties of this art school that I've sort of immersed myself into. Not sort of, I have immersed myself into. You know, 2 years on the road, painting different landscapes all the time. Every time I get someplace new, I have to learn, right? And it is broadening my abilities like I never believed that they would. This morning, I chose to go out and do a walk around my surroundings. I am blessed with the ability to just cross the road to this beautiful little gorge and river, creek, whatever you want to call it. I am so blown away by the mixture that I am finding in this particular area of botanical life. You know, I truly take the time to study each place that I stop, get to know the landscape a little bit better, allow myself to absorb it, and to let my brain catch up. You know, I sometimes need to let that be what I do. I just love when I can park right next to where I can hike. Since I love this. I know. I can't do too much more because my feet are starting to want to explode. These cactus look like they're going to pop at any second with blooms. Oh. Maybe, you know, we're supposed to get a tiny bit of rain today. And maybe we'll get enough rain to, like, open up those blossoms. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh. Oh, do I ever have to leave here? Oh. I don't know that I want to. Well, it looks like I did all that in the nick of time because here's the rain. Oh, but wow, what a cool place. Free camping, and it can be this beautiful. And I was so bent on getting into the Valley of Fire, and someday I will. But this is kind of what I was expecting, and I got this for free, so yay. I know. That is sleeps. Or was that a hailstorm that we just had? That was weird.
Tease.
Ow! You're pulling. I get. She's. What are you doing to Mommy's hair? I don't think it's a good idea for you to eat Mommy's hair. Oh! Or you go that way? Oh, you will. Okay. She's like, well, if you're going to put me down, then you must be going to feed me. What time is it? It's just 4:20. Seriously. And she's like, feed me now. What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours. I know. Oh, that is what the storm brought yesterday, along with some pretty freezing temperatures. But that's just over my shoulder. I am cold this morning. I did have to put heat on this morning. Oh my goodness. Oh, but what an absolutely gorgeous location. Wow. That's a roadrunner in there. Oh shoot. He was so much closer. Oh, I don't even know if you can see. Oh, where'd he go? There he goes. Oh, he is fast. He's just running up the mountainside. Nugget totally missed it. Well, he's gone now. I can't see him. That was so cool. Oh, I have to go back and look at that footage to see if I caught it. Wow. There's so much out there. She's so overstimulated right now. It was yesterday and today I've been working in my book, which I put this on because the paint was coming off on my hands. Well, I haven't redone this cover, so I'm not worried. I'm going to figure out a solution eventually. This one's going to be a while, but I'm having such a good time. I'll show you guys. So I've been posting pretty regularly on my Patreon. My Patreon gets more real-time updates. So you get lens clips and you get views into my sketchbook book project, and you get writing and sometimes separate videos that I make for Patreon. And then plus there's this like entire catalog of videos that I made when I was making videos for Patreon on a regular basis. And I did have to stop doing that, as I found I wasn't having enough time to paint. All that editing time really consumes you. And well, at least it did me for sure. But yeah, so I still occasionally will make a video just for Patreon. But more often than not, it's lens clips and images of where I am and images of my new paintings and my studies and sketches and stuff that I just don't necessarily post frequently on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, right? So, yeah, you get a little bit of an extra view for what you contribute. So what I'm trying to do is generate enough through Patreon and my painting sales so that I don't have to continually ask for assistance on my social media, which is what I've had to do for the last 2 years since I left. But the first year was all contributions, right? Or at least the first 6 months was all contributions. Then I got a commission, and that carried me for a couple of months. And then we had assistance from the government, and in between, people helping me out for things like getting new tires when my holy crap, when my suspension went and I needed $2,000 in a week or a couple of weeks, and you guys all rose to the occasion and made it possible for me to keep moving forward. That was back in Florida. So I know that I would not be where I am in this moment right now in Utah, right? Wow, I'm still blown away in this amazing, beautiful location if it wasn't for all of you. And I still need all of you to continue forward. So I hope you consider going over to my Patreon. It is the first link I provide in the description below. So click on that little arrow underneath this video here and expand the description and you'll see that link. All right. All right, ready? I'm going to show you. This is what I've been posting today. This is what I posted about today on Patreon. You got to see a lens clip of me before this was even more completed. I was still working on this one as far as the drawing is concerned. And then also a couple of images of where I am parked. So these are things, and those I'm not going to show you until, the end of the video, whatever. You already know where I am. What am I saying? Plus images of where I'm parked. So they get to see those today. You, right now on YouTube, my YouTube audience are seeing this 2 weeks out. So you're behind me. And that's for security reasons, right? It's a smart thing for me to do as a solo female traveler. Right now, because I've been able to maintain a safe existence, my Patreon can stay close to real time. I do sometimes, if I'm feeling anxious about my safety, I won't post my location that day. So there are things I do for safety's sake. But, well, this book project, that's Patreon. I hope y'all consider going over to my Patreon. Thanks. There she is, keeping guard. No, she's actually just mad because I've walked further than I let her go. I love this spot. Oh, and look at those mountains now. And those mountains in the distance have a little snow too. Ooh. And there goes another van up the road. I really got the spot. I love it. Wow. She just came at me from under the van, all floofed out. Okay, so a first attempt, and I'm gonna pull the tape and see how I did. Ta-da! There it is. Well, not bad for a first attempt. at these crazy rocks that I've got outside my window door here. I know. Not too bad. Looks like somebody's just waking up and getting out of bed, huh? Sick, I don't want to leave the warm spot. I know, Bean. It's wake up time. She was up at 4 o'clock, 4:30 this morning, ripping my window covers down to get me out of bed so she could take my spot. Yeah, that's what that was all about. So headed out of Cedar City, where I got almost everything I needed to be taken care of. I actually got to put over 6 gallons of gas in my van. So I'm just under, well, a little bit less than under, I'm less than half a tank, but I'm more than a quarter of a tank. I am headed into the forest. Yeah, so let's cross our fingers that I can get in and out of this forest. Goodbye, Cedar City and this beautiful striated mountainside. I am headed that way. Everything is so big. I mean, I've been in Colorado. I guess I just haven't really driven through. I have. It's, whoa. Sorry, it's a falling rock zone, and I just saw a massive rock on the side of the road. Like, I'm glad that didn't hit me. Oh, wow. This is like, what? I can't even. It's so beautiful. I can't get it all. Beautiful aspens. Oh, wow. I am in love with this. I'm just, yes, in love with nature. I know. But yeah, every corner I go around, I am awed. Snow. Yes, I see snow. So just entering the Dixie National Forest. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Look how pretty. Oh, with little stripes of snow and the cedars on top. It's like a cake topped with cedar. Oh, I had to pull over to get a better view of this. Look how stunning. Oh. Okay. I can't even. It's truly awe-inspiring. And it's bringing me to tears. I have so much gratitude for this journey. Wow. I made it. So I ended up going past I couldn't go down the road that leads to the lake. Navajo Lake is where I was going to park. I couldn't get down the roads, too much snowpack. I found another spot on iOverlander just a couple miles up past Duck Village. And you all know my gas situation. But I'm doing pretty good. Ooh, excuse me, doing pretty good. That was just a wee one. Just a wee blip. Are we in a new spot, Nugget? Where are we? Where are we? What? Oh, look! We are surrounded by these gorgeous woods. We are in the Dixie National Forest. Wow. I know I'm in Utah, but my brain is smelling this and going, Maine! I'm in Maine! It does smell just like Maine, or just like the white pine forest in White Memorial in Litchfield County, Connecticut. Wow. And you know, those pine, especially the one in Litchfield County, that particular forest was a safe place for me, and a place where a lot of healing went on for me. I first truly understood what forest bathing was there, and understood the healing that can happen just from breathing and exhaling in the midst of all of these beautiful evergreens. Wow. Look at what I just saw over here. It looks like this tree has grown in this beautiful bend. Like nature providing a perfect spot to sit. Look at that. I love this kind of stuff. I do love the desert, and I'm going back to it. Yeah, I'm headed back. I'm headed to Moab is my goal, right? But I am loving getting to pass through this area and spend some time here. These pines are beautiful. Oh, it's like I love to touch the trees. And that was one thing in the desert that was kind of rough for me, right? All those beautiful cactus and Joshua trees and everything else, and it's all covered in thorns. So you can't hug them. That's so sad. Not without possibly losing an eye. I find myself in the aspens. Wow. I know. Wow. It seems to be the only word I know how to use. Seriously, but how gorgeous. So, this is right across from where I am parked in, I believe, the Dixie National Forest. Oh, yeah. Just loving the pines, loving the aspens, and loving that I get to be in the woods. Got that little guy, and that one, and then big brother. Got some teenagers over here. Oh, I love it. They're so cute. There's this beautiful, like, holly leaf looking ground cover that I see popping up. And when I get to it, I'll show you. So pretty and low to the ground. It has this like purpley vermilion kind of thing going on, and with these wonderful dark greens. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to show you. This is the best example I can find of it. Look how pretty it is with the light shining through. What a dream. Truly, look at all of the beautiful color in that. They're gorgeous. So I did a quick sketch in my book when I got here, drawing with pencil. It may change compositionally now that I've taken some images and gone and walked down near the aspens. But it was like aspens at a distance, so we'll see. Sitting here enjoying my tea. It's so pretty out. It's chilly, but it's pretty. To look out the window, and that is my view out the window. And I'm sitting here looking at. Somebody's mad at me because I won't let her outside. I know, Bean. And it's not because there's anything dangerous. It's just freaking cold. And as y'all know, I don't do well in the cold. And I was thinking I'd stay a couple of nights here, but it's going to be down in the 30s again tonight. And it has taken me hours to acclimate, and I am not acclimated. So, I am going to head to warmer climes because I don't function well. I wanted to paint today, and I can tell you that with how cold I am too distracted to paint. My heated socks can only go so far before the battery dies, and I gotta charge them. And my hands, I've been back and forth this morning with numbness from my Raynaud's. So, decision is made. Where am I going? Your guess is as good as mine right now. So I'm just going to pack up and get myself all together and pick a spot that's not too far away on the map, but gets me a tiny bit closer to my destination. Because I do have limited gas. I mean, when I stopped last night, it had dropped again under the quarter tank. So I know I can get to the next gas station. That much I know. Yeah. And I am believing wholeheartedly that because this is a journey I am supposed to be on, what I need will be provided. Well, thank you all for joining me today on my drive through Leeds, Cedar City, and up into the mountains of the Dixie National Forest here in Utah. What an absolutely gorgeous state. Oh, Utah, I am truly enjoying you. And if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and you can subscribe if you haven't already. Contribute, all the links are below. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.